passes, it goes to the governor's desk. Next.
Augusta University staff and students can expect to head back to campus starting next week in a phased reopening. News Channel 6's Renetta Dubose reports.
Starting July 1st, Augusta University begins welcoming back staff to its health sciences campus. A month later, the full reopening takes place to include students. Second-year grad student Daniel Langston says he's not worried at all.
I believe that Augusta University, when it comes to health, medical, or anything, I believe that they'll create an effective plan.
And that's exactly what leaders have set in place for Jaguar Nation. A socially distant campus complete with educational reminders and tools to keep people safe while physically learning together.
They are in the process of putting a sign on every space, every classroom, but also other spaces, what the maximum number of persons can be in that room for social distancing.
Provost Gretchen Kaufman says everyone can expect to see taped signs on the floor encouraging social distancing too. She also says there will be more hand sanitizer stations throughout campus. You can already see communication in the halls telling people to wear a mask, especially in tight spaces such as elevators.
They do much more intensive cleaning throughout, disinfecting of doorknobs and hard surface spaces, that kind of thing. So you'll see a lot of the obvious things with tape markings on floors, moving out furniture so that people don't have an option to sit as close to them, to another person in common spaces.
Kaufman says classes officially start August 10th. Senior communication major Tamari Alexander tells us she is apprehensive about returning during a pandemic, but excited to see familiar faces.
One of my, sad realizations that has happened now that we've gotten some more information about our campus reopening is that a lot of the foreign language classes are going completely online, which I understand, and it also makes me kind of sad.
I definitely want to advocate for them having their own housing rooms or residencies, because sharing a room with one other person is a big difference, and them coming in and out, going back and forth from home, can be a tragedy.
Roommates, once they are established, will become essentially family, close contact, so they will be treated in terms of their social distancing, which simply wouldn't be possible.
Kaufman says there is a plan in place to go back to online-only learning if COVID-19 numbers continue to rise. In Augusta, Renetta Dubose, Wjbf News Channel 6.
Last night, the Columbia County Board members outlined their plan for the 2020-2021 school year. Parents can opt for the traditional learning environment or take advantage of a learn-from-home model. News Channel 6's Devin Johnson's live at the BOE in Evans. And Devin, the superintendent says parents have until July 1st, that's 1 week from today, to make that decision.
Jenny, parents have so many questions and concerns, and for the next week, I'll be taking those questions to Columbia County school leaders to help make that decision a lot easier.
It's a tough decision, and it's based on a lot of unknowns.
Coming to school to learn or learn from home? Columbia County is giving you the choice. Parents will need to go to the Board of Education's webpage to register their student if they want them to learn from home.
It's essential that they complete that form so that we can make preparations prior to school starting for their child or children to learn from home.
If you're planning to send your child off to school as you normally would, there's no need to register your decision. Dr. Sandra Caraway says parents and students who select the Learn From Home model will have to stick with it for the entire semester or grade cycle. She says also the classwork will be the same as if they were in the classroom itself.
Those expectations would include students completing their work even as they would if they were in traditional schools.
There will be a process for selecting Learn From Home teachers. For example, if there are 4 fourth grade teachers and 20 children choose to learn from home, then there will only be 3 fourth grade classes, with the 4th class being taught online.
Our choice then would be, of those 4th grade teachers, which ones have the talents related to technology in particular, and would be interested in doing that.
Teachers will not be required to do learn-from-home teaching and in-school teaching at the same time. Dr. Sandra Caraway says these plans are based on present conditions. A third option is on the table if COVID-19 spikes in the fall.
If COVID-19 showed a spike that caused us to have to reduce numbers in buildings more, we would go to a two-day model where students would come to school Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, but only half the children would be in the building, and then all would be learning from home on the days they weren't in the building.
And Dr. Caraway says that she expects all 28,000 students to return back to the classrooms. Now, there is a catch. If you do the learn-from-home model, students are not able to participate in any after-school activities. Live in Evans, I'm Devin Johnson, WJBF News Channel 6.
And the Richmond County School Board approved its new schedule for the upcoming school year. There will be some cuts in the new provisional budget. The plan is to cut QBE, that's Quality Basic Education funding, by 14%. It's going to be more than $24 million for the upcoming year. Dual enrollment courses will still be offered, and unfortunately, furlough days are coming back.
What we looked at was to try and tie them to days that we were already off to minimize the impact. So Christmas break gets 3 of them tied in. I think there was another professional learning holiday that we tacked a furlough day on. Obviously, it's not ideal, but we tried to make it as beneficial as we could.
There is a survey online for parents and teachers that has questions on what they think the upcoming school year should look like.
A new hate crime bill is now sitting on Georgia Governor Brian Kemp's desk. The state legislature approved the bill last night, the same day as Rashard Brooks' funeral. Atlanta Bureau Chief Archit Sashad.
At today's commission meeting, commissioners did not vote to abolish the land bank, but they want to look at its rules and all the properties it owns at their next meeting.
Many small businesses are still working to get back on their feet, and with the help of one local church, some owners say they're one step closer. News Channel 6's Ashley Flette shows us how.
In just 2 days, members of the Tabernacle Baptist Church in downtown Augusta donated over $1,000 to 40 small businesses in the Augusta area.
It would have been a struggle paying the employees, as well as we were closed for a little over 2 months, so a lot of the ongoing expenses have accumulated, and we are still trying to get caught up.
Brown is one of the 40 African American recipients of the annual Hope Seed offering, an initiative to help those in a time of need.
We do a 40-day fast leading up to Resurrection Sunday or Easter, and part of that we just challenge people to save and then bring the special sacrificial gift that we would give to some partners of ours in the community.
Given the aftermath and the circumstances of COVID-19, some of the small business owners say that even a little goes a long way, especially in this time of need. In Augusta, Ashley Flette, WJBF News Channel 6.
Nearly every single ICU bed filled.